Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Stacy. I hope everybody's having a good Monday morning. I'm excited for this week. I have 2 job interviews. I have a doctor appointment. I have to make another one. I have a bunch of stuff going on. But, it's Monday morning, so the courts are all going to be back in session. So I'll finally have new, things that I can report on in terms of the true crime content. But for anyone that's been watching true crime for a while, yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of the Summer Wells disappearance, or whatever happened to her, but she hasn't been seen in 4 years. And I did do a brush up on the case. One of the YouTubers that I watch, and he's on Nancy Grace. He has experts that have joined with him in the Cold Case Foundation. He has a podcast called The Interview Room. His name is Chris McDonough. He is a retired homicide detective, worked twice before homicide. And he, now that he's retired and his wife was a investigative journalist, they look at a lot of these cold cases, and they work with, I think, 40, it might be up to 70 experts now, but you can look it up. It's called the Cold Case Foundation. His name's Chris McDonough, but he works with the whole panel. If you go through, it's a lot of retired profilers from the FBI, former agents from like the federal field, as well as detectives that have reached out to volunteer time. And some are still working, some are retired, but it is a volunteer group. And they do a lot of really good work. Interestingly, he said he did work on the Michael Vaughn case, which was kind of going on at the same time the Summer Wells disappearance happened. His might have been a little after hers, but he said in both cases they looked at the parents. He's like, I was embedded with them for 46 days. He's like, I can't talk about the investigation because it's still ongoing, but he's like, the result was very different, whereas the Summerwell's case seems by all appearances to have gone cold. Even though Hunter is now an adult, the brothers have been in foster care for some time and apparently are refusing contact with the parents. They're not talking to Candace. So I find that very interesting. And you would think that the FBI, who interviewed Hunter twice, would want to talk to him again now that he's an adult. I don't know. But if you're interested in the Summer Wells case, her aunt is also missing. Chris McDonough covers both on The Interview Room. Check it out. But otherwise, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.